Hello, biology students. Welcome to Advanced Biology for the 2020-2021 school year. I know that things are a little different this year, but one thing that hasn't changed is that we're using our final site portals. And this year, more than any other year, this is going to be your home base. It's going to be your everything. And so I wanted to show you around a little bit of a tour of our portal page. And so if you go to our portal page, you will see that it looks just like it has every other year. Here we have a little welcome, and I also have my Zoom ID right here so that when we are online, I know some people are online fall term one, some are not, but when we're all online, at least winter term one, this is here, just in case we need it. It will also be where I hold office hours. And so every week on Tuesday during community time, I'll specify 40 minutes within that time. And then every week on Thursday night at 7 p.m. And that time might change, but that's what I'm going to say right now. I will have office hours in that Zoom room. So be ready for that. So this is our home page. There's that information there. You have our calendar pops up right here so you can see what day it is and what your section will be doing that day. Anything that says D1 is for the half of our class that meets synchronously on D1. Anything that says D2 is for the half of the class that meets synchronously on day 2. So on Tuesday, September 1st, you can see that D1 is synchronous. That's what D1S means. And D2 is asynchronous. That's what D2A means. Then on Wednesday, D1 is asynchronous and D2 is synchronous. Also on Wednesday, D1 has some homework due. And so you'll see that there is a homework assignment that comes up when you have one. On Thursday, both D1 and D2 have homework due. This is a Dropbox that both sections will be using, and so the due date is kind of irrelevant, but everyone will be using this to hand in this worksheet. Resources. Resources are going to be really important. Everything is going to be linked in the calendar in a way that will make it really easy for you to find it. But if you're ever curious and you want to go to the resources section, you can click here. Our first unit is on science in general and evolution. In here is everything that you will need for this unit. And so we have our asynchronous lessons, we have our homework pages, we have worksheets and other resources that will be used in these homeworks and asynchronous lessons. We also have our project description. The final project for this unit will be about antibiotic resistance. Get excited for that. And so this has everything you need for that project. And then here are a couple examples of what that project might look like. So if you go to the calendar page, we are not going to be in August anymore, in September. You can see that it's a little bit overwhelming. There are lots of things happening. What you need to do is look for your subsection, so either D1 or D2, and figure out what you're doing that day. So here on Tuesday, September 8th, after we have a long weekend, thanks Labor Day, D1 has some homework due, and that's linked to a homework page. And so you'll go to this page and you'll see there is a video to watch that pops up. There is a discussion that you need to post in. There is the link to the project site so you can look at the project, and then you're going to fill out the proposal quiz for that project. Headed back to the calendar, so that was homework for them that night. Homework is different that night for day 2 people. And so the D2 homework due that day was homework 1.3. And that homework, you'll see, is just a quiz. And so it's one quiz, and it's all built in right here. If we head back to the calendar, if we look at D2, D1 is synchronous that day, and so there's a little bit of an outline of what we'll be doing in class, but That will be synchronous. So I'll explain these things during class. D2 is asynchronous, and so it has another link here that you're going to click on and take you to the natural selection asynchronous day. This day is one of the more complex ones. You're going to need to download two different documents and then visit an online simulation. And so you're going to have instructions. You're going to be filling in a data sheet while you work through the simulation. You can see that asynchronous lessons are set up first with the goals. What are we going to do? What are the learning objectives that we're going to cover? And what will you submit to finish up the lesson? Then we have the plan, which you will engage with the material by watching a video lesson and then opening up the instruction sheet, data sheet simulation, and then following the instructions. Also on asynchronous lessons, we have these what else sections. They are extensions. It's always optional to take a look at these, but it's always pretty neat too, exactly as we say here. They're fun little applications of whatever we're learning and placing the science that we're doing into the real world. And so whenever you have a chance, take a look at those. They're very interesting and fun to look at. So everything you need, basically, the moral of the story is that everything you need is on the calendar. Everything for Unit 1 is already linked here. Fall Term 2 people, this will look the same, except the month will say October instead of September. Unit 1 actually just takes us through a week and a half. With these little mini terms, we're moving pretty fast. And so it's imperative that if you can't find anything or a link's not working or something is happening, email me right away and I'll get on it, because we don't have time to kind of make up for losing anything. So keep that in mind. Send me an email if you need anything. But right now, this is our portal page and this is what you need to do. Along the way, there will be discussions that you need to post in, like this social Darwinism discussion. There will be drop boxes that you need to submit to, like the scientific process POGIL. And so if you need help doing any of these things, let me know. Anyways, I am excited to meet you all or to see you all and get ready for our first day of classes.